Hi everyone, my name is Jennet and I'm from Communication Science major. We'll read an article about healthy lifestyle by Monique, Tello, MD, MPH. Healthy lifestyle and longevity. Researchers from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health conducted a massive study of the impact of health habits and life expectancy. Using data from the well-known Nurses' Health Study, or you can call it NHS, and the Health Professionals Follow-up Studies, or you can call it HPFS. This means they had data on a huge number of people over a very long period of time. The NHS included over 78,000 women and followed them from 1980 to 2014. The HPFS included over 40,000 men and followed them from 1986 to 2014. This is over 120,000 participants, 34 years of data for women, and 28 years of data for men. The researchers looked at NHS and HPFS data on diet, physical activity, body weight, smoking, and alcohol consumption that had been collected from regularly administered validated questionnaires. What is a healthy lifestyle exactly? These 5 areas were chosen because prior studies have shown them that to have a large impact on risk of premature death. This is how these healthy habits were defined and measured. 1. Healthy diet, which was calculated and weighted based on the reported intakes of healthy foods like vegetables, fruits, nuts, whole grains, healthy fats, and omega-3 fatty acids, and unhealthy foods like red and processed meats, sugar, sweetened beverage, trans fat, and sodium. 2. Healthy physical activity level, which was measured as at least 30 minutes per day of moderate to vigorous activity daily. 3. Healthy body weight, defined as a normal body mass index or BMI, which is between 80.5 and 24.9. 4. Smoking. Well, there is no healthy amount of smoking. Healthy here meant never having smoked. 5. Moderate alcohol intake, which was measured as between 5 and 15 grams per day for women and 5 to 30 grams per day for men. Generally, one drink contains about 40 grams of pure alcohol. That's 12 ounce for regular beer, 5 ounce of wine, and 1.5 ounce of distilled spirits. Researchers also looked at data on age, ethnicity, and medication use, as well as comparison data from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Surveys and the Centers for Disease Controls and Prevention's wide-ranging online data for epidemiologic research. Does a healthy lifestyle make a difference? As it turns out, healthy habits make a big difference. According to this analysis, people who met criteria for all 5 habits enjoyed significantly, impressively longer life than those who had none. 14 years for women and 12 years for men, if they had these habits at age 50. People who had none of these habits were far more likely to die prematurely from cancer or cardiovascular disease. Study investigators also calculated life expectancy by how many of these 5 healthy habits people had. Just one healthy habit. Just one extended life expectancy by 2 years in men and women. Not surprisingly, the more healthy habits people had, the longer their lifespan. A 2017 study using data from the Health and Retirement Study found that people 50 and older who were normal weight had never smoked and drank alcohol in moderation lived an average 7 years longer. A 2012 mega-analysis of 15 international studies that included over 500,000 participants found out that over half of premature death were due to unhealthy lifestyle factors such as poor diet, inactivity, obesity, excessive alcohol intake, and smoking. and the list of supporting research goes on. So, what's our big problem? As the author of this study points out, in the US we tend to spend outlandishly on developing fancy drugs and other treatments for disease rather than on trying to prevent them. This is a big problem. Experts have suggested that the best way to help people make healthy diet and lifestyle change is at the large scale, population level, through public health efforts and policy change. Kind of like motorcycles, helmets, and seatbelt legislations. We have made a little progress with tobacco and trans fat legislation. There's a lot of pushback from big industry on that, of course. If we had guidelines and laws helping us to live healthier, big companies aren't going to sell as much fast foods, chips, and soda. And for companies hell-bent on making money at the cost of human life, well, that makes them angry. So, that is the article from Monique, Tello, MPH. Thank you.